Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The great playmaker João Neves is very comfortable with the ball at his feet, Peter, and good at resisting pressure, protecting the ball. He's going to be key if the manager is asking his players to get the ball out of defence at that high tempo.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Played out to the left flank. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pedri. And Rafinha. Yamal finding himself in space. And he's undercooked that. Fabian Ruiz. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Kubasi. Now, can they get him away? Distributed tidily. Threads one in. Not a hint of offside here. Forced to go back. And it's Neves. Nicely spread. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Yamal. Looking to play him in. Oh, super ball! Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, this is intriguing.
He has found a way through. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Tries to play it through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's having a pop. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Lovely bit of skill. He's in a great position here. He goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Barcelona currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Kvaratskhelia. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? Yamal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Dembele. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not the most convincing of passes. Balde can clear it away. Looking for options for movement. Oh, delightful ball. And that should get the job done. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, played right into his path. Dembele.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Where it came from. Pacho gets over and intercepts. Fabian Ruiz. It's a promising position. Nice control. It's not an especially good pass, that. Pedri. Ferran Torres. And it's Rashford. Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? It's Rashford! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Yamal with the short one. Now, who's going to be first to this? So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Barcelona leading by 1 at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Barcelona looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Back underway then. Real chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Ruiz. And here's Dembele. And it's Ruiz. Shot at goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? João Neves! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Araujo and Balde. That is good progress on the left. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Being still separated by the game's only goal. Now it's Rafinha, now it's Rashford. And it's made its way to him. Pedri. He's in a good position here. Vitinha. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Yamal does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Can he latch on to this? Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's an imaginative pass. Kubasi. He's played it back. Rashford touches it back. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rafinha wins the duel this time. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rafinha picks it up out wide. Nicely weighted ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Rafinha, and the shot! And that really should have been that.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Ferran Torres. Good ball, good take.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's having a hit! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
That's a little off target. He's picked his way through. Now it's Yamal. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Rafinha. Dembele. Now this could be a chance. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. The final 5 minutes. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Dembele. Big chance! Well taken goal. And right near the end, we have parity. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Into a sucker punch, and the
Chance for a shot! That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Pinches it off him. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Barcelona conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Oh, it's a super give and go. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Pedri. Nice bit of trickery. Ferran Torres. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Spread to the right. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. Fabian Ruiz. Marquinhos. It's a pretty loose pass. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, no joy this time.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Rafinha. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Gives it back. This is a promising build-up. Played out wide, aimed at the far side. Terrific effort! Oh, crossbar! They're urging him to shoot. De Jong with a fine tackle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rafinha.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He is through here. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And we're halfway through extra time. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything, it's been gruelling, but who will be standing at the very end? Chance! Paris Saint-Germain leading now.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Lee Kang-in, and it's Marquinhos. Into the channel, Dembele, it's Dembele! Dembele, brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And now he has two. Paris Saint-Germain go up by 2 and are looking good.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Caught offside that time. Koundé, Kubasi, Pedri. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Barco. He'll try from distance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Barcola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, that's nice. He's got away. Hernandez did well to stay calm there.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Kvaratskhelia. He's a sharp little ball here. João Neves. And we're done. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So Jim, how do you reflect on... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a...
And a header! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Araujo. Shot could be... Kvaratskhelia! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rafinha. This looks promising. Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Yamal receives it in a wide position. He's found a way through. Rashford. Ferran Torres! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions. And he can deliver too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, that was vital. Doué. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Ferran Torres. Barcelona are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. And it's Mendes. Lovely bit of skill. Kvaratskhelia. It's a goal kick. Balde, not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Now it's Rashford. Ferran Torres. Oh, he's done very well. He's having a hit! Oh, it's hit the post! Now that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
Hakimi, João Neves, Fabian Ruiz. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, nice touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Brilliantly cut out. Marquinhos makes the interception. He's in plenty of space here. Only partially clear. De Jong. Fabian Ruiz wins the duel this time. Kvaratskhelia, he's shifting through the gears here. Rafinha engages and forces him off the ball. De Jong. Vitinha. And it's Hakimi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pedri. Yamal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Ferran Torres is onto this. Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Played into space. Oh, well played, well played. And now they can clear their lines. That'll be a throw. Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Barcelona making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Doué. Vitinha. Short changes him with that pass. João Neves is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Paris Saint-Germain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Takes a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So between them, no goals at all so far.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. João Neves. Marquinhos. Passes coming off in quick succession here. No, it's come to nothing. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Knocks it into space. It's Lewandowski!
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
But he's well positioned here. Doué. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, he's found support out wide. Picked out, there's the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Dembele! No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That'll be a throw-in. Kvaratskhelia. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back on him.
And the shot! It's in! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
They've played it short. Now it's Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Knocks it out wide. He's played it back. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. And here's the chance to counter. Looking to play him in. That ball looks a good one. Dembele! The pressing's intense and it's paid off. De Jong, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Vitinha. He's given it away.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible... Kvaratskhelia! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And the shots!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has ended up in no man's land. De Jong. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's a fine interception. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe...
It's Lewandowski! Superb from Lewandowski! About as smooth as it gets! And they're back in front! Great chance! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Rafinha with the short one.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's got away. Oh, well played. Balde. Oh, can he get onto this?
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Kvaratskhelia. That's really well cleared. Taken back almost at once. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Pedri aims beyond the defence. And it's Pedri. Rashford is in a really good position out wide. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And that's that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative, very competitive at least. It can't be anything else.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Szoboszlai does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Guardiola wins the duel this time. Doku. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fella, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard.
It's Salah! And he's heaved it away. Vitz. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the
shot, surely! Reinders. Here's Doku. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Mohamed Salah. And he's forced to go back. And here's Mohamed Salah. And he skips past his man. And it's Szoboszlai. Ekitike. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Gravenberg. Still goalless. Szoboszlai. And here's Isak. And he is deftly away. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Szoboszlai plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Doku. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Szoboszlai. It's a really well-measured ball. Reinders. Rodri. And here's Semenyo. Ekitike. Now it's Isak. Now it's Wirtz. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, super ball. Mohamed Salah! He's delivered all right! And we have liftoff! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Liverpool have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And here's Wirtz. Salah. He's picked his way through. That's tidy. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he finish? Mo Salah! Sensational! About as smooth as it gets. They are purring, truly purring. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Frimpong. And it's Szoboszlai. Gravenberg. For Szoboszlai. And it's Salah. He's shifting through the gears here. Reinders.
There will be one
And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Wirtz. Foden. Oh, good-looking ball. Doku. And that is the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Liverpool really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Liverpool are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
So we're off again. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's a key interception. And they win it back again. And he was quick to react. Cherki. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No way through. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mohamed Salah. And here's Haaland. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Wirtz. And that could set him on his way. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Gvardiol. Kovacic. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Such good technique.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Showing good feet. Bernardo Silva.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's Nunez.
The attendance
just
for
about
this
up to
match
the hour
was
now.
28,997.
Robertson. Szoboszlai. And the counter is on. He's found a way through. It's a good run down the right. It's Salah! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Matheus Nunes. Cherki. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Bernardo Silva powering forward here. That's been cut out, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gravenberg.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back.
Haaland! Glorious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Manchester really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Can he get it through? Now it's Wirtz. Lovely feet. And here's Mohamed Salah. Big chance!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Salah. He's being urged to shoot. Isak. Donnarumma gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Bernardo Silva.
Number 22.
He won't be happy with that one.
Ekitike. Coming on the field. Number 10.
Haaland, given the lift of his goal.
Number 14.
Gravenberch.
Chiesa. Substitution.
Soboslai. Oh, that's nice. And it's McAllister. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Pass somewhat off target. Cherki.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's a sharp little ball here. Delivered across.
Has been indicated.
And he can clear it away. Mohamed Salah.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's found space here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Kovacic.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's superb. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that... So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, there may be nothing resting on it, Peter, but that's never going to take the edge away, is it? And the players from both sides...
Can he finish? Off the post! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
And he's had it nicked away. Reinders. Foden. Matheus Nunes. Here comes the cross. Konate can get it clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for the run. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
For me, Peter, Marc Guéhi is one of the most technically accomplished centre-backs around. He's also got great recovery speed and athleticism, and a really intelligent reading of the game. There's no doubt in my mind that he's among the very best in the current crop of English defenders. He has been excellent.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Great defending, strong and determined. Cherki. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Gravenberg did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That pass has been well intercepted. Nice interception, well timed. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Reinders.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Matheus Nunes. And it's claimed by the keeper. Liverpool are looking to break at pace. Guardiola was in no mood for any of that. And here's Bernardo Silva. Frimpong wins the duel this time. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's being urged to shoot. Spread to the right. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And they've got a throw. Another throw in. Frimpong. Wirtz. Now it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Strokes it back.
Manchester always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Gravenberg. Now it's Isak. Here's a chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Rodri. And it's Reinders. Bernardo Silva. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Konate with the clearance. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Frimpong. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And Robertson. Van Dijk. And here's Isak. And this is Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! Mo Salah! Sensational! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that really is so impressive. Liverpool have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Liverpool clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Foden. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, what has happened here? Forced to go back. Very nicely done. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Liverpool coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent.
Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mohamed Salah. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that. Out for a throw. Pass somewhat off target. And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Robertson. Van Dijk. And it's Robertson. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Lovely feet. Referee's given a throw. And it's Frimpong. Bernardo Silva kept his eye on it, and he's there. Threads one in. Good ball, good take. He's got away. Still just a single goal between the sides.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Driving on and making good progress. Szoboszlai.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing. Oh, he's been caught napping! The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Cherki. Cherki going face-to-face with his great rival.
Manchester really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Ekitike shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cherki.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, that has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Rodri. Now it's Haaland. And that's been won straight back. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Passes short and sharp. Picked out brilliantly. Charge, surely! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitutions taking place.
And we have our very first corner. Marmoush goes short. Doku. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Haaland has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Corner number 2 then. Marmoush with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Not a hint of offside. It's Salah! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's the shot, and one more try. Should do it. Within sight of the finish line. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Stood up well to him there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he cuts out the supply. Over to the right flank. Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. Decent chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's good running with the ball. And it's Wirtz. 5 minutes left on the clock. Gravenberg proves just a little bit too strong. Has to go back here. Haaland. Reinders. Ekitike. Ekitike! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Szoboszlai. Oh, that's nice. He's had it taken off him. And now a sudden chance to counter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
The pass is intercepted. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! But he's left disappointed.
Doku certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Just eases him off the ball. Ekitike. And that is that. Liverpool are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, but...
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case.
And he shoots! An early chance, their first of the game.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Towering header! Oh, off the bar! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Havertz could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Simeone. Saliba does well not to be outdone there. He's ended up in no man's land. Koke. Lookman. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Simeone shoots! Goal! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rice did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Opts for safety. Oh no, what has happened here? Koke. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Koke. Now it's Alvarez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Eze. Almada. Lookman. And it's Jimenez. Molina. Quality ball. And he cuts out the supply. Zubimendi. Ødegaard. Ødegaard! Magnificent! About as smooth as it gets. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And here's Havertz. Ødegaard. And it's Rice. Now it's Rice. He's being urged to shoot. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a pretty loose pass. Simeone absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's picked out the run. Now, great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now they can spring out of defence. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's good running with the ball. Looking for options for movement. Eze receives it in a good position here. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Simeone. And he plays one through. He's found a way through. Nice control. Can he finish? Zubimendi. Eze. Ødegaard.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Koke gets it away. And the referee has blown for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Zubimendi wins the duel this time. That's going wide left. Great vision, and he's worked it through. Chance here to counter. Calafiori kept his eye on it, and he's there. Almada. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rice to Havertz. Shifted it to the flank. He is through here. Delivered low. And that has been cleared. Simeone. Oh, easy pickings there. That's where it came from. Rice. Barrios. That is good strength. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That is good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely weighted ball. Chance for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 2 then.
22 será reemplazado por el dorsal 7, Griezmann.
Jimenez clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Barrios. And the through ball. Almada. And it's Barrios. Rice. Distributed tidily. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Simeone. Simeone showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Alvarez.
Madrid really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's picked it up out wide. Almada. Simeone. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Havertz. Ødegaard. Havertz. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Gyökeres to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Arsenal leading now.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Alvarez. He's in a great position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but...
And the shot! Barrios. Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Koke. And he's in on goal. Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Arsenal have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see them more...
And the finish! Oh, it's hit the post! And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. Liverpool going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time?
Chance! Oh, super goal! A finish of true class! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Szoboszlai. He's had it taken off him. Eze played into space. Eze, he's found a way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Szoboszlai. Gravenberch. Van Dijk. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Robertson makes the interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
Wirtz. He is through here. He has found the way through. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Mohamed Salah. That's very neat. Chance, surely! And another try! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Wirtz, nicely spread. And here's Mohamed Salah. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Ødegaard. Szoboszlai. And it's Wirtz. And Gravenberch. Szoboszlai. That's a good ball out wide. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Szoboszlai. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Wirtz, and he's managed to get free. That's a little off target.
Ekitike really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Passing nice and neat. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, this is a... Ødegaard! And there's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Wirtz, it's a really well-measured ball. Mohamed Salah ventures forward. Now it's Havertz. Showing good feet. He's got big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Havertz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. they've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's taking no chances there. Oh, important interception. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Probing pass. Ekitike is wide and looking to get onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Szoboszlai. Saka.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Konate. Good running, strong and purposeful. Szoboszlai. Now it's Eze.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mohamed Salah. Zubimendi. And here's Eze. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Saka. Tries a shot! Well taken goal. Arsenal are level. And that is all they have time for. A terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half. That's rather hopeful. And oh, what has happened here? Mohamed Salah. Eze. Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Havertz. Well, that pass isn't the best. Szoboszlai. Now it's Isak. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Eze. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught on it here! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Rice looking to play it into the box. Timber. Now, this could be a chance. Can he finish? And here's Eze. Lovely feet. Now it's Havertz. And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Arsenal leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
This match was 29,000.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's on it. Can he get away?
Liverpool really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, easy pickings there. Liverpool have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to him...
There's the shot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Arsenal go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Saka. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Isak. And he's well positioned here. And the shot! It's in! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Liverpool cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Can he get it through? Now there's a fine ball. Towering header! Goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball.
Shot a goal! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence...
Decent chance! And a neat finish. Just cruising! They are cruising! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome. Oh, shooting chance! And that's wide. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Minute has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Vitz. And here's Isak. Played out wide. Soboslai. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now it's Eze. He's picked his way through. Eze. Cross needs to be good. Balls over the line, and it is a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's got a side of goal. Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught napping. And they've got rid. And that is as far as it goes. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams only know one way to play each other.
It is a true heavyweight clash. We're up. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Szoboszlai. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Wits. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now. Still
Can he finish? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ødegaard. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Ødegaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Szoboszlai. And it's Wits. Now this could be a chance. He's being urged to shoot, and the shot! And he couldn't finish.
Mohamed Salah deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Calafiori, not the most convincing of passes. Zubimendi.
Arsenal always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Szoboszlai. Calafiori wins the duel this time. Eze getting forward. Knocks it out wide. Eze, and he's got his cross in. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Ekitike proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Rice. Eze.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Ekitike. And the counter is on. Szoboszlai. Calafiori promptly onto that, and that is that. That's good running with the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Szoboszlai. And here's Wits. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's got away. And it's Wits. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Ødegaard. That has been slung wide. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Wits. That is lovely. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Isak. Zubimendi. Ødegaard. Shifted it to the flank.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Is there any support? He might not need it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Eze. And here's Havertz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancel each other out in the first period, Let us see what the second half brings. So between them, no goals at all so far.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Liverpool.
Havertz! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Looking for option. Chance for a shot! Ekitike.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Tries to get free. And that was nowhere near his best.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Wirtz and Gravenberg. Wirtz. Zubimendi. Now it's Havertz. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Robertson calmly anticipates. Szoboszlai.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nice bit of trickery. Great chance! Well taken goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A first breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, there's a probing ball. Good ball, good... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here?
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Saka is onto this. Gravenberg did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, nicely intercepted. Wirtz has found the net here, of course. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Havertz. Very nicely done. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Wirtz coming on the field.
Brilliant save from Alisson! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Rice plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. He has found the way through.
And a chance!
And that's in!
And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looked...
He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that's another good win of the ball. Gravenberg. And it's McAllister. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's having a shot! And he hits the net! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless! A class of their own.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And now he has two. Liverpool are having a ball here. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah.
There will be 3
He won't be happy with that one.
time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Szoboszlai, and here's Mohamed Salah. Havertz, distributed tidily.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, that's superb. He's a sharp little ball here. And we're done. Liverpool, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.